In this video, you will learn the #1 mental mistake elite athletes need to avoid. So let me dive right in and make it very clear who this video is for. So one, you need to be an elite athlete that wants to achieve consistent elite performance, or the parent of an elite athlete. And number two is if you struggle with the mental game. So that means from confidence to focus and managing emotions. You might overthink, you tense up, you worry about what other people think, and even potentially struggling with motivation at times. So let's dive in. The #1 mental mistake elite athletes need to avoid is a results-centered mindset, or what I'll also refer to as the have, do, be mindset. And so let me explain what this is. In short, it's about chasing, constantly seeking success and praise, wanting more, achieving more, results-centered. And that means you're also trying to avoid, mistakes, criticism, failure. So this mindset is very normalized, right? Our culture encourages achieve more, have more. It's a consumeristic, right? So even in school, all areas of life, it's like, I want to achieve, and we're constantly chasing outcomes. And this can be really problematic. The mistake here is that it's not true. It's unrealistic. You're chasing a fantasy and you're trying to avoid a nightmare. And the obvious thing is you're going to get both. There's no athlete, there's no person that's just constantly liked by everybody, that succeeds all the time and just, avoids all failure. That is unrealistic. Connor McDavid this past season, mishandling the puck on a breakaway. Brad Marchand barely touched a puck on a breakaway. You can think of all types of some of the best elite athletes. Those mistakes happen to them. It's unavoidable in a way. And so if you're constantly trying to avoid it and seek success and constant success, you're living in fantasy land and it's not going to help. So let me really break down how this throws you off. When you're constantly thinking about, I got to achieve more, I need more, I have more, well, then you can't stop thinking about it. And so when you think of like confidence, you're tying it to these external results, what other people think. So then your confidence is going up and down, you're being too hard on yourself. You're worried about what other people think. You're afraid to make mistakes, start playing too tense, you play too safe, you overthink, you hesitate, you panic. You might even start to then get derailed by adversity, get frustrated, down on yourself. And even sometimes you have slips in motivation. But then what gets really interesting, well, is if I have more and I get these results, and I'm doing these things, that means therefore I am this. Now I am an elite athlete and I get to be this. But that's backwards. The truth is it starts with being. You choose, it's your choice to be this. And then from there, it's like, oh, I value this. I want to be this. And this is why I want to do it. Therefore, these are the things that I do. It flows from the being. And then if you be and do, these are the results. Now I'm going to dive into how to develop this right mindset, this be, do, have, and what it is. But first, I want to tell you how I figured it all out. So it started first with my own sporting experience as a hockey player. I'm from North Bay, Ontario, small kind of town in northern Canada. Grew up playing hockey, did pretty well. Was fortunate enough, got drafted, got to play 5 years of junior, a little bit of pro, and 5 years of university hockey. And during that time, I really struggled with the mental game, with my mindset. So because of this, I got really interested. I studied, I read a ton of books. I worked a lot on this myself, and then obviously went to school for that. I went to 12 years of university and my PhD. So I really kind of learned in a lot of different ways what does work. Well, I want to show you a testimonial just to really highlight this stuff works. So take a look at Patrick here. He was in his own head. He was not getting the results. He's inconsistent. But after learning these concepts and using the tools and strategies, look at the transformation. He was able to improve his performance. He was in the right mindset, more mentally stronger. And, I'll show you here, you can also see his points. It goes from doubles his points, 1.1 to 2, right? So there's a significant impact. You have to believe and know that you can improve this mindset, and it will then impact your performance. So if you want to get results like that, you want to improve your performance, your mindset, you should be developing this be, do, have mindset. So step 1 is to clear the fantasies. Step 2 is to break down the do. And then step 3 is to get alignment with your be. Step 1, we've talked about it a bit already, but we want to let go of the fantasies that you think you should be perfect, can't make mistakes, and have to avoid that. A key tip and way to think about this is keeping your perspective. See the whole picture, being able to accept and understand that mistakes are part of the process. Now, step 2 is to break down the do. And so that means you want to make sure you don't have any delusions about, oh, I want to have these results, but not necessarily do all the things that lead there. So if there's a lack of alignment between do and have, that's obviously problematic. And also by breaking it down, you want to be clear on all the different things that are required to do and are part of the process to getting X results. So the last step here is to get aligned with the B. So let's break down what that means. It means about finding and knowing your values and your deeper reasons for why you're playing. And so it's, your identity, this type of player, the athlete that you are, and who you choose to be. You intrinsically value improving and growing. And yet often we think, oh, it's just about outcomes. No, it's meaningful to challenge yourself and improve. Another intrinsic reason is to connect with your teammates, being a part of the team, building friendships, relationships, being a leader, encouraging, supporting other people. If you can get into the intrinsic reasons for why you play sport, that align with you, these are more meaningful. This is the getting aligned with your B. From there, that flows into the do. And again, the have are the results. And when you have that perspective, you have that alignment between be, do, and have, you have that mindset, things are going to flow a lot more easier. And the funny part is you end up getting more of these results. You achieve the consistent elite performance. So to wrap up this video, I want to offer you a special opportunity to really anchor in, solidify this mindset, and give you the concepts into more tangible, reusable exercises so that you can get these consistent results and this consistent mindset. I'm actually currently giving away free sessions and special discounts on our mentally tough athlete programs because of how meaningful it is. So our programs consist of one-on-one sessions, we have group sessions, and we have online courses that break down all of the exercises. Now, again, this stuff works. So I'm going to throw up a bunch more testimonials here just to kind of make sure you understand you can make these changes and get these results, whether it's you're frustrated or you're struggling with confidence or focus or motivation. And we work with all types of athletes. Obviously we work with a lot of hockey players, but swimmers and baseball players. And so definitely make sure you know that you can do it. And these programs give you the tools, but then it's also giving you the accountability and the interaction to keep learning, engage, and apply those concepts so you can maintain that right mindset. Now, if you're wondering why I'm giving stuff away or have special programs, the reason is because I want to help as many athletes as I can. I know the value in this because of how much I struggled with it and wish I had it as I rose the ranks. And I also believe that money shouldn't be a barrier. So if you're an elite athlete or the parent of one and you want to strengthen your mental game so that you can achieve consistent elite performance, then all you have to do is click the link below and fill out the application.